Hello everyone. I am here to do a tag that has been around for a while. I've been meaning to do it, but this one is evergreen. I feel like I could come back to this one at any point in time and just keep doing VRs because it is the last 10 decks tag from Jonathan Daly, and it's essentially showing the 10 most recent decks that we've acquired. So I'll be showing those in no strict order because the chronology is kind of fuzzy, but I'm gonna do my best, but and then I will tack on two honorable mentions that came around the same time. So the first deck, and I do believe this is the most recent deck that I have received. It was a lovely gift. This is the Literary Tarot, and I have been using it this week and getting to know it better. And I'm not going to give you any spoilers because actually, the three girls, we have an episode coming up that is devoted to just this deck because now all three of us have it. So someone suggested that it might be a fun episode to do, and I completely agree. So you will get our hot takes on this deck in that episode. Although Heather did talk about it in a previous Three Girls, but there's a lot to talk about. Maybe. I don't know yet. I'm still learning the details and just kind of exploring. But I will say it's a beautiful deck. I've seen a couple flip throughs, and I really do think art-wise it's cohesive. I think shuffling, meh. If I separate it into smaller batches, it shuffles all right. I couldn't do it as one whole deck, but it's a beautiful, beautiful deck. So there are many stories that I don't feel like I'm familiar with. I am going through the larger companion book that was also sent with the deck. And yeah, we'll see how I feel when that episode comes up. Be looking out on my channel for the notification. Gosh, I remember reading that in high school. Actually, I did actually dress up as Hester Prynne. This is the Scarlet Letter. I dressed up as Hester Prynne for Halloween once. That's how dorky I am. Okay. Another deck that I received, and I am considering this a birthday present because I did receive it during my birthday month. Thank you. You know who you are. Love you so much. This is the Spirit Keepers Tarot Revelation Edition. I do have the previous Revelation Edition. And I am happy to have this one too because there are some differences. So the back is different, and it looks like the color has been really punched up, so the saturation is noticeably different. So I am happy to have this, and it looks beautiful. And so I plan on actually having one copy in like one area of the house and then another copy in another area of the house, so that when I'm at a certain place, I can just, and I feel like I want to do an impromptu reading right there. Like in my sunroom, for instance, I can have some decks readily available, and this one will be one. Oh, I love the color saturation. This is really beautiful. So I love that the purples pop. That's what I'm noticing the most as I go through. As you can see, it's still in order, but the purples especially, because purple is my favorite color. So yeah, this is really nicely done. This next deck is a birthday gift to myself, if you will, because I have been eyeing this one for a while. It's been on my wish list, off my wish list, back on, and I finally decided to pull the trigger on this one. This one is the Faerie Tarot. I have a witchy store that we like to visit, and every time I go into that store, this is the deck that I always look at. The last few times that I've visited that store, this is the deck that I have always looked at and almost bought, but then never, I just decided not to for whatever reason. And in June, I just thought, why not? This feels very summery to me. And I don't have many fairy decks. If any, do I have any other fairy decks? Well, if I do, it doesn't come to mind. So this is one of very, very few fairy decks that I have. And I have seen this especially on Don Michelle's channel. And yeah, it's just the colors have been calling to me. The art style, you know, this kind of old school, unrefined art style that's very nostalgic to me is appealing. I know a lot of people don't love the borders. I actually do. I think that's kind of part of the kind of nostalgic, not camp feel, but like it's, I don't know, would I call this campy? I'm not sure. It just feels very old school to me. I don't even know how to describe it. I am not an art person, but it just feels, yeah, you know, not super pristine, not super, you know, it's not computer graphics, at least not to my knowledge, I don't think. Anyway, it's great. I love how the fairies look a little bit weird. And I love the colors. So yeah, I've really enjoyed using this deck, and it shuffles really well, actually. So this next deck is a lovely gift from our very own Tina, Queen of Wands, and this is her deck. And it also came in a Don Michelle bag, very recognizable. But this is Tina's Page of Cats Tarot. And I think it was available on Make Playing Cards, but then the company took it down. There was some issue, like a resolution issue or something. And so I don't think Tina has it back up in her shop. But essentially, I was looking for this deck, and I had asked her about it. I'm like, hey, so about that cat deck, where is it? And so she had a few copies, and she very kindly sent me one. And I am just kind of, well, not even kind of, I have decided to just really lean into my animal deck collection, specifically cats. I have decided, as a person who has very many times said that I don't do animal decks, not only am I just eating my words, but I've decided I'm going to continue growing my cat deck collection. And I think this is just, it's fantastic. It's so well done. And, you know, Tina has a gift for really curating wonderful photography, free use photography images. This next deck is a deck that I had backed on Kickstarter. It is called I believe it is officially called the Tradition Korean Tarot by BANA. I've just been calling it BANA Tarot. That's what the site name is, and so it's just, sorry, I'm lazy. I don't know. Anyway, this is a Korean themed deck, and I love this deck so much. It's just beautiful. It's easy to read with. I just love the art style. And I think because I've been so immersed in watching K-dramas, like this just really complements that vibe for me. Especially some of the ones, you know, where they're in this kind of, you know, the dynasty period, the Joseon dynasty period. Um, it just, yeah, similar vibes. And so, and even some of the characters remind me of some of the K-drama actors. And you know, actually, I shouldn't waste my time showing this because I have a tarot chat video that does talk about this and shows, I think I did a full flip through for that one. So check it out if you're interested. This deck was a gift, a birthday gift from a friend, and I would say most of the ones I'm going to show you are ones that were very kindly given to me in the month of June, whether it be for my birthday or just out of the kindness of friends' hearts. But this is the Squid Cake Marseille. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but it is just, it's cute aggression, and I can't wait to start using it. You know, I don't have too many Marseille-themed decks, and this certainly has a more modern, whimsical take to the Marseille that I'm really loving. So yeah, I just love the pastel colors. I feel like if I were to do a deck pairing, this, now that I'm thinking about it, might go really well with the Luna Soul Tarot. What do y'all think? I think that might be a nice combo. But I love the pink matte edging. I love the size. I mean, I'm not going to be able to riffle shuffle because this isn't, I mean, the size does not really lend to that. But I feel like, yeah, it'll be like a nice, overhand shuffling is not too bad. Yeah, it's my first time trying it actually. Yeah, feels nice. So I'm looking forward to, yeah, it's really cute. It's just so pretty. So these three I have received together from the same lovely viewer. And I have talked about these in previous Three Girl episodes, I believe. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Well, especially this one. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because the last Three Girls episode, we definitely had a somewhat lengthy discussion on on this deck and yeah, Queen Alice, or not Queen Alice, Dame Darcy. This is called the Queen Alice, Dame Darcy's Queen Alice Tarot. So yeah, check it out. Check it out if you want the tea. But yeah, it's still in order. Haven't worked with it yet. Just, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I really like the art style. Again, I'm very much into art that doesn't feel super refined and perfect, if you know what I mean. And so I think that's what appeals to me about this. But I just don't know in terms of theme. I'm just not sure. But I will keep y'all updated. Okay, and then this one is Tarot de Carlotydes. I think I'm saying that right. This production is great. You know, I don't love tuck boxes, but I don't loathe them as much as a lot of other people do. Like, I don't have tuck box rage per se. And especially this one, I mean, look at how beautiful it is, like the inside. I really love details like this. And so this is a Fournier deck, and it is one that I've already worked with a little bit and just really been really liking it a lot. Yeah, it's just a nice fluid read. I love some of the pop culture references. Again, the art style is, you know, kind of quirky, you know, not super highbrow, if you will. Still need to watch this movie. And then the final one of that gift trio is the Delos Tarot, which has been my unicorn deck and one of my favorite images. And I did show this on a previous Three Girls. They're all running together. I have no sense of time anymore. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about it. It is out of print. I heard some rumblings and saw on Instagram that the creator, they were going to be releasing another edition of this, but I haven't heard word yet. Love the cats. Just love that it's very kind of, I don't know if kawaii is the right description, but kind of, you know, that cutesy leaning. It feels very like it. This doesn't surprise me that this was a Korean creator who produced this deck. That tracks. And thank you so much again to the lovely person who sent me their backup copy, because it really is such a joy to work with. This is the last of the 10 recent decks that I've acquired. Another birthday gift, Oracle of Light and Dreams. This was given to me by one of my close friends who, you know, I always give her a year ahead spread and other readings when she requests them. And so she doesn't read tarot or oracle, but like she knows about tarot and oracle, but she doesn't like watch TarotTube or anything like that. And I think she, you know, went to a witchy shop, saw that this was, or thought that maybe this was something that would be my thing, which I can understand why. I mean, it's pretty. She knows that I collect dolls, and so these kind of have a doll-like quality. A lot of these figures, especially with like the bigger heads, and you know, she knows I love like fantasy. So like, I get it. I get where she was going with this, and I'm gonna give it a shot. It is not one that I would have picked for myself. I think partly keywords. I am a bit picky about keywords, and I mean, you know, a lot of these images are beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about. I mean, that's very pretty. And this is on the box lid. Yeah, I'm not sure. Little wings. Like, what the fuck does that mean? And I know that you look at the guidebook. I haven't looked at the guidebook. You know, so see here, like another perfect example, like the big bobble-headed kind of doll look. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Do any of you have this deck? And if so, how do you get on with it? Now, the two honorable mentions, both, once again, birthday gifts from different friends. Cat's Eye Tarot. This is a deck that I feel like I have seen. It is going to be a lovely addition to my cat deck collection. I have not used it yet. And I don't love this landscape backing. Don't love that. Just the orientation of it. but it's fine. It's not a deal breaker. So I love the art. I love that these are cats that are, from what I recall flipping through, and yeah, what I remember, they're cats that act like cats, you know. And so, what is that in its mouth? Is that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll read the little white book, but yeah, it's really cute. It's really cute. And one thing that I also appreciate when I was flipping through this deck when I first got it is that the cups, so the cup suit is predominantly tuxedo cats, which I have said many a times that I feel like tuxedo cats are often shafted from cat decks. Not sure why, but, and this one is just, it's chock full of tuxedo cats. And so I love this deck just for that alone. Adorable. And this is on that older US Games cardstock. That shuffles like a song. So that just makes me like this deck even more. And then the final deck, birthday gift deck, that I will be showing as an honorary mention is the Zerner-Farber Tarot. So this is the latest kind of smaller iteration that they came out with. And thank you to the lovely soul who sent this to me. So my version actually came in a box that was pretty much destroyed. I mean, yeah, it was banged up. It was banged up, and the inside was ripped, and it's fine because I wasn't going to keep this in that box anyway. But it's a deck that I feel like it will. I don't know how it's going to hold up in terms of like physical resiliency. I've already seen some little bit of like chipping and just like marks and such, and I haven't really even used it all that much. But you know what? It's fine because I have plenty of decks, and if this is one that I completely wear out, then I can always reacquire. But you know, I think it'll be fine. I love this smaller, kind of more pocket-sized version. It's just really beautiful. And this is another one that was like kind of on and off my wish list. I think the reason I had held off ultimately was the size of the previous iteration, which is quite a bit larger, if I'm remembering correctly. Now that it is this more practical size for my hands, I've just really been enjoying this kind of collage feeling deck. And this nice matte gilding. So, you know, and the backs are okay. If you can see, they almost look like they're different colors, and I don't know if that's intentional or not. And you can see here, got a bit of discoloration. You know, it's gonna happen, I suppose. I think this might be the first. Is this red feather? Because this might actually be the first red feather deck that I have. So anyway, that is it for my last 10 decks and then 2 honorable mentions. I hope that you've enjoyed. Let me know what some of your recent acquisitions have been. And until the next time, much love and take care.